¿Querés cambiar tus juegos por otros? Bájate nuestra aplicación de Facebook. One, Xbox 360, Wii, Wii U, Nintendo 3DS. Swap Gamers y seguí jugando.
Hello guys and welcome back to the Halo show hosted by me, Dean Abdu, here on Halo Follower. Firstly, I'd like to apologise that there wasn't a show last week. Due to changes in set, as you can see, I had to postpone, but hopefully soon this set will come together fully and you guys will like it more than the green screen. If not, then most of us have played Halo 3 ODST, but for those of you who haven't, shame on you. Stop watching this video, go to your closest game store, pick up a copy of the game, go pay for it, go home, switch on your Xbox, go grab some snacks, go put the game in, marathon through it, go to sleep, wake up, and then continue to watch this video. In ODST, you assume the roles of elite human United Nations Space Command soldiers, known as Orbital Dropshot Troopers, or for short ODST. The game takes place during the events of Halo 2. Players explore the ruined city of New Mombasa to discover what happened to their missing teammates in the midst of an alien invasion. Halo 3 ODST has been considered as one of the most artsy games in the Halo franchise. With that being said, Halo follower writer Jacko Strider-Smith has wrote another article bringing you the top 5 Halo ODST concept art. At number 5 we have a detailed look into the drop pod used by ODSTs. The single occupant exo-atmospheric insertion vehicle, informally referred to as the human entry vehicle and drop pod, and also known as the Egg, is a small pod used by the United Nations Space Command to deploy an individual and his equipment from high orbit to the surface. The most popular original concept of dropping individual soldiers onto a planet from orbit in pods is from the author Robert A. Heinlein in his novel Starship Troopers, from which the ODSTs are inspired. HEVs in the Halo universe act very much like the ones described in the book. ODST doctrine of Command Unit First also resembles Mobile Infantry doctrine of Officers First. Additionally, the ODST tradition of playing the ODST anthem prior to a drop is similar to Mobile Infantry traditions in Starship Troopers, with the anthem of the unit's respective troopship played on their radios during mid-drop. Nice little bit of trivia for you there. So you have your comfy chair, your weapon holders, and even a little screen to maybe even watch a few episodes of Red vs Blue, but what happens if you need to go to the bathroom? At number 4 we have this super early concept art done by Bungie. If you didn't know, ODST was originally going to be called Halo 3 Recon, but sometime before release was changed to how we now know it as Halo 3 ODST. The game takes place in the city of New Mombasa on Earth. New Mombasa was a major port city and industrial centre on Mombasa Island in South Kenya. On the mouth of the river north of the island is the New Mombasa Orbital Elevator, a dominant feature of the city skyline. Old Mombasa is located on the mainland, north and south of the island. New Mombasa's infrastructure was managed with the help of a second-generation dumb AI, the Superintendent. It was the main target of the initial Covenant attack during the Battle of Earth. The city was invaded, occupied, and destroyed in the course of the conflict. Originally, it was assumed that the slipspace jump of the Prophet Regrets assault carrier had completely destroyed the city, creating the crater seen later in Halo 3. It was revealed in Halo 3 ODST that it did in fact create a crater, although much smaller than what was originally assumed. This crater was where the Covenant begun their excavation of the Forerunner structure, the Artifact. At number 3, the one thing that ODST had was an elaborate urban combat system taking place in the city of New Mombasa. This image represents that clearly in a stress-inducing firefight. In saying that, the game mode Firefight was first introduced in Halo 3 ODST. Firefight is a single or cooperative campaign mode in Halo 3 ODST and Halo Reach, where up to 4 players can cooperate with one another via System Link or Xbox Live and fight against waves of Covenant attackers. This mode allows them to battle in multiple environments based on campaign maps, on foot or in vehicles, and against increasingly difficult waves of Covenant attackers. Firefight was originally going to be introduced in Halo 3 as opposed to Halo 3 ODST, but due to time constraints it was not included in the former. Again, some more trivia for you. At number 2, from one of the most memorable moments in the game, we have the concept art of ODSTs walking across the hanging beams, all while Banshees fly by, causing the platform to shudder and sway. For those of you who have played ODST, you'll remember this mission fondly, walking across the skyline taking down Banshees while battling the Covenant forces. The Banshee is an atmospheric craft that is typically used for reconnaissance, ground support, and ground attack missions. The front of the craft is lightly armoured, and while not particularly vulnerable to small arms, can be brought down easily by concentrated fire from infantry. And finally, at number 1, if you wanted a piece of concept art that displays ODST to its finest, it would be this one, showing the Rookie walking through the dark and mysterious streets of the abandoned city. Lance Corporal Rookie was a human junior enlisted man who served with the UNSC Marine Corps during the Human Covenant War. Rookie was trained as a member of the elite orbital drop shock troopers early in his career, serving with the 105th Shock Troops Division at New Jerusalem. Later, he was chosen by Sergeant Edward Buck for a team to aid the Office of Naval Intelligence in New Mombasa, Kenya during the Battle of Earth. The Rookie is often seen asleep. Minutes before he was dropped into New Mombasa, he napped by his pod while the rest of the squad conversed. Upon crashing within the city, he remained unconscious for 6 hours. 1 month after his mission in New Mombasa, while the rest of the squad and Sergeant Major Johnson interrogated Virgil, he slept beneath a staircase. When you become a university student, you kind of understand the need to nap all the time, just like the Rookie, or if you're just generally lazy like myself, then you just get it. That's it for the top 5 Halo 3 ODST concept art. In the comments section or anywhere else you like, leave me a question to answer and I'll respond to it. Simply put #HaloShow either at the beginning or at the end of the question, and on next week's show I'll respond to all you guys' questions. That pretty much wraps up today's show, so if you enjoyed this video then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Halo content. I'm Dean Abdu and thanks for watching.